Hello everybody, this is Patrick Butler, and yes, you read that title correctly. It's called I Got Diagnosed With. You're going to find out what that is on today's video, because first off, I've only told this to a couple of people. I didn't tell it to everybody on YouTube that is subscribed to me and that are my friends. I never told this to you, okay? And I'll reveal what that particular thing is that I got diagnosed with once I'm done telling my story about it. And by the way, Jon Lovitz, I hope you're watching. And I'll explain who Jon Lovitz is when I get done talking about my story and what I got diagnosed with. So, let's get right into it, shall we? And I'll tell you my story about the thing that I got diagnosed with. Because first off, I want to tell you all what I got diagnosed with, because that way you get better educated about what I have, and that way you get prepared for it if it ever happens to you. So, here's my story. First off, it started in 2010, and of course, up until 2010, I never noticed anything, because there was nothing that happened before 2010 that made me think that I had something. Now, of course, one of my family members had it, but I'm not going to reveal who that is. However, in 2010, I noticed some spots on my arm, and there was even a big spot on the back of my head and neck. And it was red, and there was dead skin on it, and that's basically what it looked like. It was basically one big spot that looked like dead skin and redness. And I didn't know what it was, so I went to my doctor. Well, I didn't actually go to my doctor at the time. Some other doctor, other than my regular doctor, decided to check what those spots were. And he recommended ammonium lactate. And the thing about it, I stopped using it. Why? Because it only made matters worse. The spots did go away, but the problem is the ammonium lactate actually made the spots worse. It did not make them better, so I stopped using it. So that's why I haven't used ammonium lactate since, and thank God. Eventually the spots went away. However, I did notice a spot on my scalp, but I didn't think anything about it. And that was after the spot on my head and neck was gone, and the spots on my arm were gone too. But then in 2013 it happened again, but this time I actually had spots on my legs, on my back, my lower back, on my one spot on my belly, and an intense itching on one spot that I don't want to say what that is. It's kind of inappropriate. And even on my ears, I've even had redness on my ears too. And I even had spots on my arms too. So I decided to go get this checked, and I made an appointment with my doctor. This time it was my doctor that I got to see, and on December 18th, 2013, I got diagnosed with this one thing that people can have, really can. But before I tell what that is, I'm going to tell you what I thought it was. I thought before the appointment that I had psoriasis. I actually thought that. I thought the spots looked familiar, like they were psoriasis. So I thought, I had a hunch that it was psoriasis. And guess what? My doctor diagnosed me with psoriasis. Yep. The same thing that I thought it was, my doctor diagnosed me with it. Yep. That's what happened. That's what I got diagnosed with. And the reason why I mentioned Jon Lovitz is because he has it too. And of course, if you don't know Jon Lovitz, I'll tell you who Jon Lovitz is. First off, he's a comedian. He was a member of Saturday Night Live back in the day. He was the main voice in the show The Critic, and quite a few things. And I think he owns his own comedy club, but I'm not sure. He has psoriasis. Yep, that's right. So I hope he's watching because you know now that he has it because I told you. And all I want to say is, John, I know how it feels now to have it. It definitely sucks. And I'm still feeling it. I feel it in my scalp. Still feeling my scalp. It's mainly in my scalp, but I do have some spots that are on my legs now, and I don't know about this, but it could be psoriasis too. I'm not sure. Now, some of the spots that were originally on my leg are gone, but new spots appeared as of this month, I believe. Either this month or last month. I'm not sure. Now I take two things for my psoriasis. Just to let you know, I use this for my skin, and this for my scalp. Yeah, my original well, never mind. Forget it. I just want to tell you that this is one of my refills, and I had to get more refills of my ointment and foam. That's what I wanted to tell you. So that's all I really gotta say. I hope this was helpful, and I didn't expect to have psoriasis in my adult life. I really didn't. So, nothing I can really do about it. I'm probably going to have this for the rest of my life. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. But the next time I do a video, I'll probably show you what I do. And you'll get to see some of the spots on my legs, because they're definitely worth showing, just in case you were interested on what these spots look like. Because I'm going to show you how I put on my foam for my scalp and the ointment for my skin. So it definitely sucks to have psoriasis. It really does, especially with the itching. My scalp itches like crazy. Even though, well, first off, I just started taking this medication after being off it for a while because I didn't really itch, but then the itches on my scalp started in again, and that's the reason why I wanted to get the refill, so that way I can feel better. That's why I'm taking taking the ointment and the foam, so that way I can feel better, because psoriasis is a big deal. And I hope you found this helpful to people that don't have it, and I don't know, you could get it someday. That's the reason why I'm doing this video, so that way you get prepared, so that way you can deal with it if it ever happens to you, because it happened to me too, and it's also happened to one of my family members. And so dealing with psoriasis sucks. It really does. But there's nothing. By the way, there's nothing really I can do about it. I just have to treat my psoriasis, and hopefully I'll feel better for the rest of my life. And I'll probably be taking the same foam and the same ointment for the rest of my life for this, if I ever get more spots on my legs and stuff. I used to have more spots than just my legs and my scalp, but some of the spots that I was talking about back in 2013, those are gone because I took the ointment for those spots and they went away. So that's the reason why the original spots that were there in 2013 are not there now. I got new spots on my legs, and and by the way, I still have the spots on my scalp, so those have always been there. And even though this relieves my psoriasis on my scalp, the psoriasis still comes back. It really does. But I can at least get relief for it now with this. And if you ever have to take stuff for your psoriasis, if you ever have it, then take it, because it's definitely well worth it just to feel better. Because of course you're probably going to have psoriasis for the rest of your life, just like I am. But psoriasis doesn't have to control your life. There are ways to deal with it. There's so many ways. You can do tanning. You can do stuff like this, like foams and ointments. You can shampoo. You get this special shampoo for your hair. There are ways to treat psoriasis, and there's different kinds of psoriasis, you know. But the main ones that I have are plague psoriasis, because I have spots on my legs, and scalp psoriasis. Those are the main psoriasis that I have, and that way you know, okay. And I've talked about this for so long, so I just wanted to educate you all. Besides, I didn't tell everybody until now. So that way you get to know and be better educated about psoriasis in general. And I hope you watch this video, John, because I know how it feels now to have psoriasis. And I wanted to actually talk to you, because you were the one that made me realize that psoriasis wasn't a women's skin condition. I found out by your psoriasis that it also affects men. So thanks to you, John, I'm better educated, and hopefully I'll deal with my psoriasis, and hopefully I'll feel better for the rest of my life. So I might have psoriasis, but psoriasis does not have me. So, and I hope you enjoyed the video, John, because like I said, we both have the same thing, and it's good that we're both trying to control our psoriasis conditions and stuff, and hopefully we can better educate people that don't know about psoriasis. So I'd like to, like I said, special thanks to Jon Lovitz. And the reason why I mentioned Jon Lovitz is because he was the one because I looked up stuff about psoriasis, because because I thought maybe I had it back in the day, but just never got diagnosed with it. And I found out that he had it. and I saw a commercial with him on it, and he was the one that made me realize that it, like I said, that it was any gender skin condition. So I gotta thank Jon Lovitz for that. So that's it, and I hope you're better educated about psoriasis. Peace out, and expect me doing a video about how I put on the foam and the ointment for my psoriasis. Okay? That'll be for next time, but for right now, peace out. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all. And thank you, Jon Lovitz, for making me realize about psoriasis in general. Peace.